Hey guys, welcome to Gimme That Mic with Olivia.
I'm Katie.
We are going to be talking about love, life, relationships, keeping it 100% with you because we are sisters, and the one thing we do best with each other is be brutally honest.
Keep it real.
We decided to invite you guys on our little sisterhood and keep it real with y'all as well. So if it's one thing Katie does best, it is being very harsh with me.
Whoa.
In the best of ways.
I just like to tell the truth and give the real deets. What people really want to know.
And I'm going to keep it 100 with her. So buckle up, guys. It's going to be a crazy season. I'm excited for you guys to get to know us a little better. And I'm excited to also get to know you guys.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for watching, guys. All right. Well, I guess there's no better time to start than now. Hey, guys. Welcome to me and Katie's podcast. After many, many months, I dare to say maybe even a year of talking about starting a podcast, we are finally diving right into it. And Katie, if you want to do the honors of giving the name of the podcast that we took literally 2 seconds to make up.
I didn't know that it was the name until I saw the Instagram handle change because we had a podcast a year ago that we never actually put out.
Yeah,
or
so
launched. But the name is
drum roll, please.
Give me the pot. Or give me the mic.
Oh my God, we don't even know it yet. That's crazy. No,
We're learning.
We took so much time to think about what we wanted to name our podcast. We're like, what could we name it? Something witty, like Sassy Sisters, or let's spill the tea. And then we're like, wait, honestly, we're overthinking it. And the 2 brain cells that we have most of the time, we need to use those for good. So I took 2 seconds and literally decided to name the podcast Gimme That Mic. And here we are. So
it took
here's
all
our
of,
mics.
One day to put it together. I mean, you showed up to my work yesterday. You're like, we're filming at 11. I was like, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, one thing about me, which I think that the audience will eventually see, is that I have these spurts of manic episodes, we'll say. Impulsiveness.
Married together.
Maybe.
Creates.
Oh, yeah. Also, guys, by the way, this is Katie's first podcast ever.
Yes.
So if she seems a little bit out of place, she is, but also she looks like she's not at all. You look amazing.
Thanks.
Just move the mic a little closer to your mouth, I would say. We love the finesse.
So
one thing about us is we're going to be finesseful.
There we go.
But yeah, so one thing about me I think that Katie knows all too well is that I can have some spurts of manicness. When I want something, I will stop at no length to get it. Is there anything that you can think of? Maybe we should do a little story.
Oh, God. I feel like there's so many stories. Hold on. I got to rack my brain.
Yeah, see, this is another thing, guys. We will eventually have notes. What is it called? I almost said brochure.
Show notes.
We'll have show notes eventually. Right now, it's just off the dome. But I feel like I work better that way. I think Katie's a little bit more structured. I am excited.
Know what I'm doing in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, move the mic like this. Under your, yep, perfect. Because you want to see your face.
You
want to see your face?
I don't have a monitor.
Tighten it right
Olivia,
here. Yeah, I get a monitor. I get to see myself.
Monitor, so I don't know what the hell I look like right now. So
you look amazing. Just move this.
Is that good?
Yep, I think that's better.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, so I think that this is going to be a really cool podcast, not only to talk about, myself, and my sister, but also to get our perspective as a 31-year-old and a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for y'all to get to know my sister better. I have nothing but good things to say, unless I'm pulling her hair and kicking her in the face because she pisses me off.
We got in 4 fights on the way here.
We did get in.
She didn't eat. She did not eat before we came. And I was like, you get a little bit hangry. And she's like, I'm just trying to be a skinny legend. And I was like, okay, but at what cost? Because
at your cost, clearly.
Anyways, she had to drink water.
Make sure you talk closer.
She had to drink water. Now we're good.
Yeah, all I needed was a little water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Katie, I want you guys to get to know her more. She is really is the best soul. She's the one that keeps me grounded. She's the one that hypes me up when I need to be hyped up. If a guy treats me bad, I'm not worried about myself hurting him. I'm worried about her hurting him. So, yeah, I think obviously I want to dive into, you and maybe some fun facts about you just to warm up the audience a little bit more with getting to know you. So, I mean, if you want to give a little bio or I can give a bio for you, we can both bio each other. It's up to you.
I'm the youngest sister of us 4, and everyone thinks I'm older than Olivia.
Like this.
Do you want me to like
You have to
just
talk
huff on it?
Yeah, I want
Just,
you to
want my
literally
lower
have the
lip
mic
to be like
I want you
married.
to inhale the mic. Here, give it to me for a second. Like this. Yep. Listen, I'm an older sister. One thing about me is that I'm going to make it
You've
work.
had many a podcast.
Yeah,
This is
there
my
we
first
go.
time.
There we go.
This is my first time.
No, you're killing it. I just don't want to block your face. Okay. Maybe yours is a little bit temperamental. Anyways, I guess I'll talk. Best thing I do, you know? There we go. Perfect. Yep. And then just talk right. Have it right below you. You can move it around with your hand and stuff. Like I said, I've done many podcasts. I'm not a professional, clearly, but I'm going to pretend. One thing about me is I'm going to pretend that I'm a professional until the end of the day.
Yes, you are. And
Fake it till you make it.
I believe it, honestly.
Anyways, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to give the audience a little taste of what you are, I don't think you need to obviously define yourself because we're ever changing. But
wow, that was a lot right there. I think we're like very similar and very different at the same time. So I feel like
I mean, look at our outfits.
Yeah, it's like I feel like when people meet us, they either say that, oh my God, you guys are the same person, and it just depends on the day, and they'll be like, okay, you guys are like nothing alike at all. So it just depends on the day, because yesterday you met all my friends, and they're like, you guys talk the exact same.
We talk very fast. That is what we do. We basically speak in hieroglyphics or Rubik's Cubes. It's one or the other. But I do know that I have learned being on TV to articulate, slow down, all that stuff. I think that you're still on that train of mumble rapping. But you know what? I love it. I love it for you. But anyways, keep going.
You were the one that was signed to a label.
I was.
You were a little rapper for a second there. Circa
Do not share all my secrets, first of all.
13.
Anyways, let's talk about you. Enough about me.
Okay. Actually, I was thinking, you know, like how at the beginning of podcasts they have like a little song?
Yeah.
It should be your song. That might be kind of
crickets. No, thank you.
Might slap.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna actually host auditions. If you guys want to come up with a cute theme song for our podcast, please do so. I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I do think I'm skilled at a lot of things, and I always say that I'm skilled at all, master of none, but I'm gonna sit that one out, I think.
You're hosting auditions?
I'm gonna host auditions for
I'm learning on the fly.
No, I didn't say I was doing it. I said I will.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wow.
But I actually,
when's that set up for tomorrow at noon?
So another thing, guys. I mean, this is the first episode. I don't want to overload your brains, but I will. Me and Katie have ADHD on level 100. We will skip around a million times. We're going to work on it to the best of our ability. But also, we're going to be ourselves. So if you can't keep up, I'll put some subtitles. But yeah, so Katie is my youngest sister. We come from a family of 6. And I'm 31 years old. She's 24. 7 years in age difference for those that don't know math. And it's so funny, though, because when we go out in public, the things that we hear about our age difference or our maturity levels or whatever it may be is just crazy. Like, I will say, when we go out, I often am looked at as the youngest sister. And I'm like, how can that be? I'm so mature, you know?
I don't know.
But
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I mean, I definitely think that I'm the more spastic one of the two of us. I think you're more calm and collective.
I think it depends if we're drinking, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on if we're drinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I'm interrupted you 500 times. I'm probably going to do it 500 more times, but
no, please go on. I'm listening. I'm learning about myself.
Okay, I'm just going to profile you.
I just moved here in September.
Yeah, you did.
Not for the first time. This is the second time I've moved here. First one, we became little travel bugs for like 8 months. And then I went back to Alaska when you went to film last season.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I'm not going to make it in Scottsdale by myself without my other half. I'll go insane. So I went home to Alaska, back to my roots.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could have made it just fine. I think that...
Oh, I would have been bored.
Right.
And also 120 just not happening for me.
Yeah, honestly. I've been lucky that the past 3 years that I've been in Arizona, I have filmed every single summer. So I've been out of the heat, which has been amazing. Except for Hawaii was really hot when I was doing Love Island, and Croatia was very, very hot too. So I guess I just exchanged
I
places.
thought it was dumping rain in Hilo the whole time.
It was, but it was just still hot during the hot, the sun.
During the hot sun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, anything you want to tell the audience, like maybe that they don't know anything about you, let's be honest, other than what I show them on my Instagrams. Is there anything that you want to like, share with the audience? I have some questions I can ask you as well from Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go off with the questions.
Okay. But do you want to tell them anything?
I mean, I'm just figuring it out. I
We
just
all
got
are.
here. I'm
We
just
all are.
bartending. I'm chilling. I haven't traveled in a while, so I'm slowing down that way. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go back to aesthetics or what I want to do as far as career-wise. And then today, I'm a podcaster. So.
Honestly, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if today we woke up and we're like, we're actually carpenters. Like, I'm actually building a house today, like it never surprises us.
Yeah.
I think that comes from our dad too.
Yeah.
I think that he did teach us
a million projects at once.
A million projects at once, but I also think that he did raise us as tomboys, believe it or not. I know we look a certain type of way, but our dad definitely raised us to be really tough. And I think it's a good thing, and it's also kind of has hindered both of us in relationships because we can do more usually than the guy can do for us. So we basically are hyper masculine, would you say, in having control over a relationship. So I think like this podcast is going to be all over the place, guys. It is an introduction, but at the same time, I don't really want to go into me or Katie too much. I want to keep it light and fun. So I think we're going to have another episode definitely where I dive into Katie and just ask her everything and pick her brain and
make
all
notes
that.
for that one.
We'll make notes for that one. But I think we should talk about, what people want to hear, which is
the latest and greatest.
Drama, boys, the latest and greatest.
You want to talk about
funny stories? Embarrass me. Let's be honest.
We'll save that until we get deeper. But do you want to talk about your last episode or how you got on TV?
I mean, not really.
Oh.
I don't want to at all, actually.
Oh my gosh, I guess that's what the live was for last night then.
Yeah, I did go live last night on Instagram for those that were there.
Olivia tells me, just sit down with me. Let's go live and ask people what we want to talk about on the podcast. That just spiraled. It was nothing. I was like, oh, we're talking about the episode.
Yeah. It usually works that way with me. They had clocked into the mania.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went live last night. The episode did air. And I think that I've been letting everyone else have their side of the story, tell their truths. And I was finally tired of just staying quiet. So I decided not to. And what turned into me answering a couple questions turned into an hour rampage rant.
You're out of breath for a second.
I was out of breath. We just left the gym too. And I literally was like, oh, wait,
Yeah.
Why am I breathing harder during this live than I was working out at the gym?
Unlimited energy last night for some reason.
But I feel so much better.
Good. I'm glad. You slept last night?
I did sleep last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did take a
That's
little
a
sleeping
win.
pill, but you know what? Whatever it takes, you know?
You gotta run out of those.
I am about
You're
to.
gonna start taking Honey's dog Xanax. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's safe. Oh, good. I'm glad.
But
you got some
yeah,
sleep.
I mean, I think like people that are watching the podcast, if you guys are here, kind of already know maybe where I came from and you know what that looks like. So I don't really want to bore y'all unless you want, you know, we'll go into that later in different episodes if you guys want to hear my full backstory, childhood timeline to 31 years old. I'll explain everything. But I think we should tell some funny stories or some current events that maybe have happened in our life that have been very impactful, which I have a couple off the dome.
Yeah, wow. I'm like, you're thinking of something. I don't
Oh,
know
I have a
what-
lot.
I don't know what's going on up there today, but let me know.
I mean, it's the pink, you know?
It is the pink. I had no idea this was happening. I didn't know what I was wearing. Olivia comes out of her room wearing a literal piece of bubble gum. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get in the truck and go.
Obviously, you guys can't see my full getup, but I'm wearing fully
She
a
says
jumpsuit,
here.
okay?
Yeah,
It's
here.
literally a zip
It's
body
really cute.
jumpsuit.
It looks really good on you. You're
Thank
glowing.
you, I know.
You're glowing. You are.
Thank you. I love you.
I have-
I know, and then she comes out in her camo aesthetic with a black hoodie, and I'm like, honestly, this is so us,
This is
and
us,
I love
yeah.
it because I never want to change you, and I know that you will never be able to change me.
as hard as I've tried, Olivia just wears this kind of stuff out in Alaska all the time and just gets so many looks, and it's honestly entertaining.
Yeah. You know what though? I've always been like that.
Yeah, you have always been like that.
Oh, this is a good topic actually. For the people, I mean, let's be honest. People that comment things online, they don't know me, so it really is like has to be water off the back. But at the same time, I kind of want to just do a little bit of a 1-2 to their face right now. Have I not always been the same person since literally inception of my birth?
Yeah.
Like I've
always
been extra. I've always talked like this. I've always been this character, but it's just me, you know? And I get questioned, or I get comments, or I get people that have said, oh, she's copying someone's personality, or she's, I'm not even going to feed into the comments, but I've gotten some stuff, you know? And it makes me just kind of like smile and eye twitch, where I'm like, you have no idea. And honestly, you're not lucky enough to know me then, because like if you knew me, you would know I was always like this.
Yeah.
I would be the girl that went to school with literally drag eyelashes, hair extensions that were basically like showing probably at the back of my head. I didn't even know.
But
whatever
you
happened in the back of my head was
all the girls on too, and you were like, you would do it for them, do all the girls' lashes, do their hair, do their makeup, do my makeup, wake up early before school to do my makeup. So always a girl's girl that always did like
I was
everyone's.
I always wanted people to feel beautiful and feel included and accepted, whatever that looked like. And for me, my outlet and my way of giving that to someone was through glamour and beauty and stuff like that. So I'm not saying I'm changing lives over here by doing that, but I'm just saying it was something that it was all I could give at the time, right? And I love art. Like, you know, I've always been.
I wish you had a makeup YouTube channel back in the day.
Oh my God.
You were heavy on it. Like, at the very, very beginning, like when YouTube first came out, and like people were doing like Get Readies with me, and it was like all UK girls too. And you would
it?
Yeah, I remember, because I'd sit behind you in the computer room, aka the kitchen, and I'd be sitting behind you on that really uncomfy stool. Yeah, and just learning away, and then I'd be your little dummy.
Oh yeah, guys, she was literally my baby doll. Like I pierced her ears
to stop.
She was like 6 years old. I was like, I want you to look more glamorous.
Do you want to pierce your ears? I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, duh.
Yeah. And so I pierced her ears.
My dad with another earring. Yeah. That was dull. It was rounded back, not even pointy. And I was like screaming, and Dad comes downstairs, and I was like, no, I asked her to.
And then one time I was curling your hair and I burnt your scalp or your neck.
Many times. I think like last time you did my
But
hair,
I was like 8 years. No, I was like 12 and you were like, whatever, 7 years younger.
Whatever the math is for people that can't do math.
But okay, like I said, we're everywhere. So let's reel it in a little bit. Let's reel it in a little bit, okay?
When you said I've always been extra, always been this girl, it literally made me think directly of your little Saturn with the zebra covers on your like wheel and like your car seats. Do you remember?
My Saturn car.
Yeah.
With the suicide door.
Suicide is a stretch, babe.
I don't remember the suicide door? The third door?
I think suicide goes up like that.
I think it's both. A suicide door is something that just...
All I know is that
I don't know, guys. What's a suicide door?
I had to fold myself into that vehicle.
Yeah, I had the... If you want to think of... I'm going to have to find pictures.
I'm
going to have to find pictures. If I find pictures, I'll put one somewhere on the screen.
And it was
really quick, 30 seconds.
It was a stick shift.
It was a stick shift. I drove it. I was a stick shift.
You thought you were a NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
But I was like... the whole time.
Yeah, but also the car was not the nicest. It was a Saturn that I pimped out with zebra covers.
Whoa, don't get mad at me.
Don't come for my car.
Yeah, that's exactly what it made me think of, was a zebra print.
Yeah.
Taking you to the airport when you were leaving Alaska for the first time.
I know. Never to look back. Thank God.
Literally.
Thank God.
You in a dream.
Yeah.
Listen. In a pyramid scheme.
That's funny. We'll get into that.
That was the whole thing, and we all bought into it.
I know, dude. The things that we did, we were like 19 years old, and we thought we were just like knew everything.
You've always been an entrepreneur.
I have.
Whatever that looks like.
Whatever that looked like, I was gonna do it. I just knew that I didn't ever want to take. I guess I didn't want to be told what to do, and I still live up to that to this day, I would say. Yeah. And I also wanted to make a shit ton of money.
Is that a Cancer trait?
I actually did. I mean, obviously TikTok tells you everything that's true, right? Cancers are the most successful sign. If you look at any, like a lot of the celebrities, like Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, I think The Weeknd, there's so many more. I can't even remember right now. They're all cancers because cancers are known to be very ambitious, and they're known, I guess, to be like homebodies, and like we're a crab, I guess. So we like to be home, but like
Not
at
the
the same
crab.
time, once we're out of our shell, we can do it all.
Yeah.
You know,
Out of our
And,
shell, literally.
yeah, we're also very emotional. So if you watched the episode last night, have some grace with me. Okay, I was in my feels, and I'm allowed to be.
Yeah. I've been crying a little bit this season.
I was crying a bit this season, wasn't I? I don't really
But
cry.
you're pretty when you cry.
I'm pretty when I cry.
Lana said it. Lana said it, and it's true. You are. Well, you're like, I'm ugly when I sob. I'm like, you're pretty when you weep. You're just
I don't care what I look like when I cry.
I do. I'm going to try
I
to cry
don't.
pretty on purpose so you feel bad for me.
Oh.
Duh.
I just feel like if you
It's a
care
whole
what you look like
tactic.
when you cry, it's like not a genuine cry,
Well, I mean, yeah.
which I've seen people do.
Oh.
What was I gonna ask you? I forget.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, see, also I do have
around.
I do have a squirrel era where I have a topic where I'll go really hard on, and then I'll just kind of squirrel. What?
Yeah.
It's ADHD, you know. But yeah. Anyways, we were talking about one thing. Actually, like 5 minutes ago, and then 5 minutes before that, and then 5 minutes before that, we were talking about 10 different things. But I've always been the same person. That's what I was going for, or that's what I was talking about.
Mhm.
And I'm excited for y'all at home to get to know the real me, because although reality TV is real, right? It is moments that are our vulnerability, our honesty, our maybe snakiness, whatever it may be. Those are all real moments of us. Editing plays such a big part. Like, I mean, from my edit from Love Island of me being America's sweetheart, me on the challenge, Ride or Dies, I was someone that just took it on the chin and was just the fun-loving party girl that was just understanding. And then this edit this season is definitely giving more insecurity and uncertainty. And we have to like remember that I'm all of those things.
Mhm.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
all of those things. I am insecure at times.
I feel like with Love Island too, like I know your personality. I
Mm.
know you were not that bored in the house. Like I know they could have edited it like a whole different way to like have a different side of you shown the whole time. And I
Yeah.
feel like you're there for like 70 days.
Yeah.
They can pick whatever personality they want you to have.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna show all of that within 70 days.
Right. And they also need to pick a personality for every single person
yeah.
that is different.
Yeah.
Right. So I think someone in the house already had that like funny, crazy, goofy personality. So it was
Mhm.
already taken. Mine was the more logical one, which if anyone knows me,
I was watching
I'm a
it and I
little
was
crazy.
like, she has to be bored, or like this is not her. Like
I
what's
mean, I
going on
was.
here?
No, I'll be honest. I was bored at
Yeah.
times. Those guys were just
But I know
not
that
my
you
guys.
have fun with a wall. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was like, I know she's like probably having fun with the girls, but why aren't they showing any of that? Like other than that, you looked bored. You know?
Yeah, I think that also because I've always been a girl's girl, whether, you know, people want to believe that or not. I think that I'm used to surrounding myself with different people that have different objectives. A lot of those girls in the show, and this is not like a shade to them or anything like that, but a lot of the girls on Love Island already had a following. A lot of them were models. We just didn't have anything in common. I'm from the sticks of Alaska. I own a business. I work 15-hour days, 8 days a week. Like, do you know what I mean?
Unheard of.
Unheard of. I had like a long-term relationship at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't relate with anyone on a level other than surface
Mhm.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
because how am I supposed to be like, wow, like, did you know about those taxes going up? Like,
Yeah.
like, what do I tell? Like, or have you seen like the shift in like the economy or the stocks? And those girls would be like,
You asked them
what?
that?
And I'm not saying that anyone in particular. I'm not saying that anyone's stupid. I'm just saying that we are just,
It was
we
just
have different
Yeah.
interests. We're
I
just
mean, and you were
different.
older. Also,
I was older. I was also older. A lot of those people on Love Island are in their early 20s. I was 28 at the time.
Yeah.
So
turning 29. I think you turned 29 on.
I turned 29 on the
Yeah.
season. And actually, me and Corey were the oldest on the show. So it was just like, yeah. And a lot of those people live in LA, and
you also didn't audition for it. I know a lot of the girls didn't, or a couple of the girls didn't, but like someone sucked you out too. So it's just like a different way of how you got on.
I went on basically with like my hands in the air, being like, I'm here for the ride. Let's have fun.
You didn't even know what it was, which is so funny because I was a diehard Love Island fan. Not of the US one, but of the UK one. And like, remember you got that DM and you were like, what is this? And I was like, yeah, let me put you on. And then I made you do the audition. So you guys are welcome. That's how she got her debut to the scene.
It is true. I had no idea what it was. I was like, I barely like to have a relationship in real life because that did not end well for me. And yeah, I was just like, okay, I mean, everything happens for a reason. Why am I getting cast on the show a week before we start filming? Maybe there's a reason to that. And so, yeah, I went, and I'm happy I did. Everyone asks, would I do it again?
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now, no.
Would you, if you could go back, could you do a different dating one again? Or like,
no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't do dating, period.
No.
Wow, really?
No, when you're on a dating show, it's the most vulnerable you can ever be. It's funny that you like
dislike that one the most, and that's the one you won money on too.
Yeah.
It just didn't matter.
It's just when you date someone on TV, you're being vulnerable with that person. You're also limited to options. If you don't like anyone in the house, you're either taking an L and saying, I'm going to go home, or you try to make it work with someone that you are most compatible with, right? Yeah. And if you're on a TV show and lucky enough to be casted, why are you going to give that up? So honestly, I'm actually shocked on the people that say, there's no one here for me, I'm actually going to go home. I'm like, what? Like, you get a once in a lifetime opportunity to be on a TV show and you're going to give it up because you don't love anyone? Like, I mean, I don't know. I just, what do you think of that? Like, I'm not saying you should fake anything because clearly everyone said I faked it with Corey, which was not true. Yeah. I think me and him both can agree to that. But I just don't.
I think you're just the kind of person that can get along with anyone, really. Like,
maybe. Yeah.
And you can also just like make situations fun. Me, on the other hand, like if I don't like somebody, like I really cannot fake it no matter what.
And I think that's a good actually explanation of just us being so different also. Yeah. Like I can be with anyone really. Because I can
you have
find
fun with yourself and you'll find potential in them. And I'm like, if I don't like you, I just don't fucking like you. And like, we can be friends, but like, I literally cannot kiss you.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, and I definitely want to dive in more to Love Island in another episode. I think because it is now airing on Netflix. If you have not seen it, it is Love Island USA Season 3. I'm probably going to regret that I told you guys that.
It's so cool you're on Netflix now, though.
It is cool. I'm on Netflix. Like, what? A girl from Alaska on Netflix.
Yeah. I know, that's so great.
Crazy.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's kind of weird.
It's so weird.
I feel like we should have done something for you for that because that's actually a huge deal.
Yeah, I'm actually used to being under-celebrated for a lot of things.
So we're going to change that. We need to celebrate your 29th, 30th, and 31st and Netflix debut.
Can we age backwards, though? Can we just, like, I don't know, maybe start at, like, 25?
Don't actually, come for my brand.
I'm coming for your brand.
Get away. 25 is mine in 5 months.
Yeah. Actually, I'll say that being 31, I feel the most myself and I feel the most comfortable in my skin that I've ever felt. You know?
Yeah.
Which, speaking of that, I definitely want to go into everything I've had done cosmetically at some point on a podcast. I think that it's important to know the truth behind, you know, I guess the curtain and TV and what's real, what's not real, so you don't compare yourself. Because I think that was something for me. I compared myself a lot to people on social media, and I was like, well, they look this way, maybe I should look more that way, when in reality it's no one looks that way. It's all, you know, a little bit edited. So, which, speaking of, let's talk about the lips in the room.
I know, I really wish I would have known we were doing this podcast. I wouldn't have got my lips done yesterday.
Does it hurt to talk? Because it kind of looks like it.
A little bit. I'm feeling a little numb in the club, but it's okay.
Yeah, Katie got her lips done. I mean, I think they look good.
Can you see the bruise?
You can see the bruise a little bit, not too much.
Yeah, I also ran out of my favorite lipstick today, so
tragedy.
Taking L's. And you know, I'm nothing without my good lipstick.
No, I think
need
they
it
look
at
good.
all
One thing
times.
about me and Katie is that we want to have our lips done, and if we ever start to drown, we'll be safe because we'll float. Okay.
I know, they're like a little life raft.
I think also something that's important is just to be able to laugh at yourself. Like, we know we look a certain type of way, and why are we gonna like get defensive? I know some people that are so defensive on the way they look, or like, how dare you say that about my lips or whatever. It's like, who cares?
It's not that deep.
We like it.
It never is.
It's never that deep.
I can also just put some whatever and dissolve them if I don't like them anymore.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna pull up some of these questions just so we can answer some. But why don't you take the floor and just talk about some random facts or something?
You know, I'm not very good at the on the
Why don't we
spot
talk-
kind of situation, but
Well, clearly.
yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather today as well.
I love a good motivational speech.
I know I'm not feeling a little sick, can't lie, but
Okay.
I'm here nonetheless.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find this.
Did you screenshot them like I told you to? Me and Liv got in a fight about this yesterday. She was like, I'm going to get all
Oops.
these questions. And I was like, okay, yeah, screenshot them so that you can pull them up easy. And she was like, I obviously will.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Didn't do that.
I'm gonna.
I need
find
access
some.
to your Instagram, I think.
Honestly, can you? Because then you can like block all these people that I don't like.
Okay. Won't do that, but we'll definitely DM some brands for you.
Okay.
That's it.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you at all.
Add that to the list.
I'm trying to find the questions. Okay, well, you know what? I can't find any, so I'm just gonna make them up because I get the same questions over and over again. To be honest. But
I cannot believe you. You did not screenshot them like I genuinely told you to.
I mean, we have brain cells. We can make up questions ourselves. Can we not?
Can we? Can we?
I can. I can talk to
Okay,
them
go
all.
off then.
Okay, so Katie, what's it like to live, sleep, eat, breathe the same air as me at all times?
It was a really, really rough adjustment, can't lie.
Was it?
Because, I mean, we're so close with, like, all of our family and our siblings, you know? And,
Yeah.
like, me and Lacey are, like, inseparable when I'm in Alaska. And, like, coming here last October when I moved here and getting thrown into your life, like, right after you got off, it was just bad timing, I feel, because you just broke your face.
Yeah.
And so it was just, like, we were in the house all the time, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I just moved to this new place.
For those that don't know, I did break my face. I do have a scar, if you guys can see it. On the challenge Ride or Dies, I got a golf ball to the face and broke my face in 5 places. So I'm trying to put a picture somewhere on the screen as well. It wasn't the best situation, and it definitely took a huge toll on me mentally as well as physically. I couldn't see out of my eye for like 2 months. It was like triple vision. And I obviously wasn't sure how it was going to heal. And it was right in the middle of my face. And also taking the L of not being able to finish that final and feeling like, it's my fault.
Guilt around it. You never should have felt guilt around it, but
Yeah. So you kind of moved here at maybe the worst timing. But it was the best timing for me because I feel like I needed you there because no one understood. And honestly, no one really kept up or asked me how I was doing. Like, I really realized who like was my real friend and real friends and who wasn't, with who stuck by my side and actually cared. And I gave a lot of people the benefit of the doubt also with like, oh, they do care. But now I'm realizing like, I think talk is talk, action's action. One thing about me is I'm always going to show action if I care about someone, always. And any friend that is my friend to this day, I can 100% will attest that. But yeah, so you moved at not the best timing.
No, it was bad. It was bad timing for, I feel, both of us. But I had to get out of Alaska before another winter. I was gonna like
because you just got out of a breakup of like 6 years.
Yeah.
So
I was running away. I was on the move. But yeah, then I came here and I was leaving behind like the whole business I built since I was like 18. So it was just like crazy to like go from working for yourself and like making a whole life for yourself that's like all yours, that you did everything alone. And then to move here and then be in your house. And like, we were in your 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
Sleeping in your bed, wearing all of your clothes. You told me to move with 1 suitcase. Move my whole life with 1 suitcase. And
because I have like enough clothes for like 10 closets.
Yeah. She needs a whole apartment for her clothes. Don't stop sending them though. She needs them. We need them. But yeah, I feel like I just got thrown directly into like your life and was like living your life. And I felt like you're doing your own thing or going through your own thing. So I felt bad, you know?
Yeah, I get you. And I also think that it was kind of hard for me to navigate me being able to talk about what I wanted to talk about and my feelings coming off the show and my injury, but also without it being the Olivia show every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted you to feel important and included, but at the same time, I think I was so wrapped up and so deep into what I was going through.
Yeah, I understood that though. Like, I
know, but as the older sister, I felt like it was kind of a not toxic, it wasn't toxic because there was always love there and stuff, but it was a difficult situation to navigate through, you know, because I wanted you to be excited about moving. I didn't want you to regret your decision. You left everything back in Alaska. You left your job, your business that you built from
my dog,
your dog, which she has now.
I have my dog now.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm actually here.
Yeah. So it was definitely an interesting thing to navigate. So, hats off to you for being a boss and strong enough, dealing with the Olivia show.
I got here, and then you were like really going through it, and I was like, we're going to Nashville. We're going to go see Elton John. And you're like, no, my mental cannot handle it. I cannot leave the city.
Well, I also felt ugly. I didn't want to be seen anywhere because I felt like everyone was just like staring at my third
eye.
eye.
Nobody knows you there. No one knows you there. We're going to go. And we had the best
fucking
time
it was the
ever.
Yeah.
And that was just the tip of the iceberg. And then we traveled like constantly for like the next 8 months.
Yeah. I mean, so we live in Scottsdale, Arizona right now, guys, for those that don't know. But I think that we're maybe Nashville girlies at heart.
I've been saying this since I stepped foot off that plane.
Yeah.
That's a year ago.
Who knows? We definitely want to include some travel vlogs like on this YouTube channel. We want to do like little fun clips. We do have mics that we can travel with and bring around with us, so we could end up doing some random
I already know how this is gonna go
on the fly.
I know how it's gonna go. You're gonna pull up to the airport wearing that, and I'm gonna have 100 bags like on my back. When we go to the airport, I'm like checking Olivia in. She's like, I just can't have my brain on right now. I'm like, yeah, okay, you got it. You're in freaking like 12B. Well, I'd never put you in the middle, but like 12A. I don't know.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Yeah, without her binky.
I will say,
you can't vape on the plane. What are you gonna do?
I quit vaping.
When
have I had a vape in my hand?
Sweetie.
No, seriously. Not actually kidding.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this phone
Have
out.
faith in me.
Snap it every time I see you with it.
No, airports, that's a whole
it brings
chapter
out
in
a
itself.
different side of Olivia.
Yeah.
I love the airport. I show up with literally like that's nothing in my hands. And I just check in. And
I need everything because you never know what you need. I also go to the airport looking some type of way, and I get recognized a lot nowadays, and I feel anxious because of that, because if I'm not having the best moment and someone runs up to me with the camera in my face, I'm like, oh my God. Like, usually our flights are also red eyes or they're early morning flights. So I'm like, oh my God, this is not the way I wanted to be met for the first time. It's not my best self.
It's actually always when we're a little down bad, hungover, like
it's usually that.
A little rough.
And then I'm
that's
like,
when you see people. And I'm like, I actually am not related to her at all. I take your photos though.
But also,
I take your fan photos.
Can I be honest? I try to carry all my own luggage. Hello? I just rapped.
Own luggage?
I try to carry all my own luggage. It's
you
me
bring so
tripping over it, and then you get fed up and you say, just give it to me. And then you grab it from me. And of course, I'm going to say, okay.
Well, I just can't have an angry Olivia. No one wants to see an actual angry Olivia. And I'm like really the only one that sees that. So like I'll protect you guys.
You know what's
full
funny?
Olivia meltdown at the airport.
Yeah, listen.
That'd be next level. World star.
I don't get mad often. I actually really choose to take the higher road.
You do.
Majority of the time. But there is a point where something switches in me and I see red.
A fight or flight.
It's definitely some kind of fight or flight. And usually flight.
Yeah.
Hard flight. But that's why I also am very avoidant about certain confrontations. But when it comes down to it, if I need a fight, I definitely see red, and it's not something to be proud of, obviously, but it's definitely something to be scared of.
You're like, I'm scared of myself.
I'm scared of myself.
Yeah.
I've only seen myself
bad,
like
though.
that.
You're
maybe.
fine.
Like,
you're good now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm sorry
Girl.
that you get that wrath.
It's fine. I've learned to navigate it, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've kind of been everywhere this podcast.
Yeah.
Let's be really clear and honest about that. We have like maybe like 10 minutes left. So is there anything that you want to talk about or rant about before we go, just to kind of give a little bit more taste of who you are?
Who I am?
Yeah. Everyone knows everything about me.
I want to ask you a question. I want to tell the people or help you tell the people what everyone truly wants to know.
What does everyone truly want to know?
Are you single?
Oh my God, Katie, you really are going to do me dirty like that.
I'm not doing anything. I'm clean all the time.
I don't know, Katie. What do you think?
Today, she's single. Tomorrow, she's in love. We just don't fucking know. We really don't know.
And that's mania in a shell.
That's it. You're not allowed to date anybody unless I'm dating somebody. So today, she's single. Okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I honestly like
suitors.
No, there's plenty of suitors. Let's be really honest. But it takes a lot for me to actually like someone fully. I can be entertained by someone, but for me to like someone takes a lot.
What do you like about, like, what are you looking for somebody? Looking for?
I want my energy that I give matched, which I give a lot of energy in relationships. I love hard. I am so giving. I have fun. I mean, I could talk about myself all day.
I have fun. I breathe air. You breathe air.
But I feel like it's sometimes hard, especially with a man, for them to match my energy. Like, I get it. They're not going to. I you know, I'm a princess. Like, I'm very dramatic and you know, but I want someone that matches that. And I also want someone that puts me in my feminine. I feel like I'm always in my masculine, whether I look like it or not. I'm usually like, okay, we're catching this flight at 5 a.m. Get your stuff together. We're going. I want someone that's like, babe, hey, I got you a flight. It's at 7 a.m. You told me you have nothing to do tomorrow. Hop on. We're going here. Like, I want someone that controls me. Control me.
Wow.
That's all I ask.
I did not know that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
you want to be
it's
able to,
hard.
like, turn your brain off
and
if you need to.
I want to be able to not have a brain.
And float through life.
Can I float?
If you need to. Not because, like.
I want to.
Right. But, like.
I want to be floating in the clouds with a Bloody Mary in my hand and.
Not a Bloody Maria. You don't like tequila?
I hate tequila.
Oh.
Yeah. I know. Isn't that crazy? I think I drank too much of it when I was younger.
Yeah, that was the first thing Olivia ever gave me to drink. I was 15 in the back of the Saturn. A Patron bottle.
Wait, that's actually a funny story.
Yeah, outside the Dome in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah.
Pick me up from
the soccer
game.
Guys, what was your first drink? Like, what was your go-to in high school? And if you didn't drink in high school, props. We did.
The first time I ever drank, you gave me that Patron bottle.
I drank
and you took me to a college party with you. An Anchorage college party.
Yeah, but you looked older. You always have looked older.
I know.
Like, respectfully.
I know.
You've always looked more mature. So, like, everyone thought you were the same age or my twin. And
how, though? Because I'm, like, redhead and you're not.
My hair is more different. I mean, it's not red.
But back then, it was blonde.
But yeah, back then my hair was blonde. Yeah.
With blue streaks.
Yeah. My dad and Katie are both redheads. I definitely have more reddish hair. If you saw on Love Island, it's like ashy red. It's so strange. I don't know what color my hair is. Yeah. It's always changing. Let's be honest.
Decides on the day.
Yeah. Also, if anyone's noticed, my hair changes from natural to blonde to brown to red. That's based on mania.
Business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. And
based on my mood. It's like a mood ring. Is my hair.
Oh, that's kind of a cute way to look at it.
It's the way I have to look at it.
So, what's your mood right now? Don't fuck with me. Vengeful villain era.
It's my villain origin story, and I'm gonna stick by it.
Okay, only for a second will I permit that.
Okay, fine. I'm over it now.
I'm pulling the reins back.
Let me call my hairstylist really quick.
Off the ledge.
Jamie, I need to go blonde immediately.
Jamie, can you give me hair extensions? I need them, please.
But yeah, no, I remember my first drink. It was Smirnoff raspberry, and
in a plastic bottle.
No, it was in a glass bottle.
Oh.
And
okay.
Oh my God, it was so foul. And we just drink it by itself because it was supposed to be raspberry or strawberry.
Well, also you're like so much cooler when you don't have a chaser.
I didn't care if I was cool or not. I was just like, I didn't really drink that much in high school though, because I was always the driver and I was terrified to get in trouble by Dad.
And you got an MIC.
I did get an MIC. Thanks, Katie.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna air out about me?
Just that one.
Okay.
But it was like very, very low. I remember that. And Dad got you out of it. He went to court for you and talked you out of it.
My dad, the lawyer, thank God.
What can't he do? This is where you get it, though.
It is true. I honestly am Kim Kardashian.
Okay, cut that part out.
I revoke that immediately. No, but I feel like if I wanted to be a lawyer, I'd be like, okay, let's go to school. Let's go to law school.
You'd be good at arguing.
Well, duh.
You refuse to lose.
Yeah, because
No
I'm
matter
always
what.
right.
You're like, I'm changing the law then. That's actually not how it goes.
No, listen, I will admit when I'm wrong, let's be honest.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
But you stand on business most times.
I stand on business and principle and logic.
Yeah. You're like, but how I feel's always right. So
we could have named this podcast Use Your Brain. I don't know.
Well, there's still time.
What do you guys think?
There's still time.
What do you think about the name, guys?
Give me the mic.
I know this was everywhere, and I know that we kind of, Katie is a first timer, and she did so good. Let's give a little
golf snap.
Yeah, she's definitely. I know her. She's my sister. I live with her. She's not so uptight usually. She's definitely more like me.
Should
but
I just be full?
I think you should maybe lean back.
Well, I can't see myself. I don't know what they look like, and I don't want to look huge. I want to look skinny.
You're a gazelle.
Like this.
Okay, you're an Amazon woman.
I don't want to be an animal.
She's 5'9", guys. I'm 5'7".
Every time she says my height, I gain an inch every time.
You're 5'9".
I'm 5'8".
Okay, then I'm 5'6".
No, you're not.
I'm 2 inches shorter than you.
Who is shrinking you down?
I'm getting older, babe.
No, she needs to do back day. I keep telling her this. It elongates your spine. It builds the muscles back there. Actually, after I broke up with my ex and I started working out heavily, I gained a literal inch in a year.
Exactly my point. You're 5'9".
I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it's true.
Anyways, I'm excited to see you evolve. I'm excited to look back at this episode and
cringe,
laugh at our, ping pong
our pilot
mentality. Our pilot. But yeah, guys, I want to know some feedback as far as what do you guys want to see from us? I have like a hair on my face, guys. Sorry, I keep grabbing it this whole episode. I'm like, huh? Yeah, thanks, Katie.
You're welcome.
What do you guys think of the episode? What do you guys think of our dynamic?
What do you really want to know?
Be nice to Katie. Send her some positive affirmations.
Be nice to me.
Yeah. See, I'm used to getting hate. I'm used to getting maybe some interesting comments. Katie's not. So if you come for her,
what do you think people are gonna hate about me? My mumble rap.
You talk fast.
I know.
You talk very fast.
I learned it from you.
Well, I'll teach you to unlearn it.
No,
I talk fast too.
Keep up.
Right? Actually, true. If you can't keep up, then just exit here.
Sorry.
Exit
here.
But I think that we definitely want to have some topics. We're gonna go on some of these podcasts and talk about our relationship status, maybe our past with men, our stories we're currently on. Dedicate more time to those. And yeah, I think today we just wanted
show notes next time. Swear.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is such our dynamic though.
You killed it.
You killed it too.
You led well. Proud of you, sissy.
Thank you. I am a natural born leader. Yeah.
You are.
I also want to make sure you're comfortable, and I don't want to push you out of your comfort zone by being like, Katie, be yourself, because I know this is not fully you. But at the same time, you're doing a great job, sweetie, and you look fabulous. And I love that you're going to be organically and authentically yourself through and through.
Thank you.
You're wearing a big... big hoodie and
Abercrombie.
You're wearing your space buttons. It's on brand for you, and I love everything about it.
Thanks. I think this is exactly what I thought
this
you
is
would
exactly
wear.
your look, Connie, baby.
Oh, yeah, we need to redo that sound and make it Olivia.
I know, truly. Is there anything you want to say to the peeps that are watching that have stayed along this long? Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Up to this point.
And this is honestly... So I'm actually really excited to do this with you, and I'm very proud of you for putting it all together. Olivia did this all on her own with Pierre, obviously, but I didn't do anything. I just literally showed up today, so I appreciate you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. One thing about me is I'm going to be...
She talked about it for a minute, but then she decided, okay, we're really going to do it, and then...
I also am the kind of person that if I'm not going to be 100% in on something, I just don't want to do it. I don't like to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to fully commit, and one thing I'm good at is business, baby. Yes. So let's kill it. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys tune in to the next episode of Gimme That Mic. And yeah, I'm Olivia.
I'm Katie.
Love you guys.